Yes, sir. Nobody calls me sir anymore. It's not fun.
Some people have manners.
How'd you get the manners?
I grew up in the right family.
Anyway, this guy left the state for 7 years. 7 fucking years. He was hiding out.
Wow.
And he figured he'd come back.
Yeah.
Everything blew over.
I caught up with him 7 years later.
Came into the local bar. He walked in the door.
Who's this?
This fucking guy, what happened was, a friend of mine got murdered. We took a collection for his funeral, you know?
Really?
This guy stole the money. And he split. He left. He was gone for 7 years. He figured things blew out. Came into the local bar at like fucking 2 o'clock in the morning. He walked into the fucking door. My fucking legs started going like this. Your leg ever start shaking?
Yeah.
With the fucking adrenaline? I saw him. My legs started fucking shaking. He was with another guy. And I told my friend, I said, look, you see that motherfucker? I'm gonna fucking take him out right now. You got my back? I said, yeah, I got you. I fucking walked up to him, fucking hit him as hard as I could in his fucking face. His fucking face fucking exploded. Boom, boom. Beat the fuck out of him. Had him on the floor. I was fucking strangling him with his own fucking shirt. They had to fucking take buckets of water and fucking hose the fucking blood off the motherfucking sidewalk. That motherfucker did the wrong fucking thing to the wrong fucking people.
Taking the lady was on welfare to bury her son.
The money for her mother, man, he took it.
And you took a collection to bury this guy. That motherfucker too.
He hurt a lot of people, man. He hurt a lot of fucking people. I'll tell you something. I went after the guy at the time in 1984. I went after the fucking guy. All my friends held me back. My clothes got all fucking ripped. They held me back. The cops came. The guy got away, and he was gone for years. The first fucking time I saw him, I was in a fucking bar. And he came walking in.
You can't escape
and
what
I
you
fucking
do
snapped.
You do wrong.
I just fucking snapped. All I needed was one person to watch my back. I said, this guy Dominic. I said, you got my back? He goes, yeah, I got your back. This guy was a heavyweight wrestler. I'm not talking about I ganged up on somebody. This guy was fucking my height. He weighed about fucking 270 pounds. This guy was a big fucking fat black motherfucker. Piece of shit motherfucker. And I fucking took him out, man. I had so much fucking aggression, years of aggression in me.
That's what it plus the whole point of the whole thing, too.
Right or wrong? Right or wrong?
Right, but
that's it, man.
There are a lot of good black people too, really.
No,
black has nothing to do with it.
Understand me, sir.
What he did.
It's got nothing to do with the color of his skin. It's got everything to do with what he did, man. Stealing fucking money from a fucking dead man's family.
To bury him, you know, that's...
It's like Hitler. There's right and there's wrong, you know what I mean? It's so clear cut. He did the wrong fucking thing, man.
Uh-huh.
And not only the wrong thing, but like 10 times the wrong thing.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, there's wrong and there's...
At this point, did you have you wished that you killed him?
No, he got what he deserved. I don't wish I killed him. I gave him what he deserved. My friend fucking Dominic grabbed me, put me in the car, took me to another fucking bar. Me and him fucking high-five. And I'll tell you something. I felt like fucking 1,000 pounds were lifted off my back.
Locked up?
Oh, yes.
How often?
I've been locked up approximately 50 times.
How often?
About 50 times in New York.
50 times, baby?
Mm-hmm.
You're not afraid of these guys out here?
Oh, yeah. Very afraid. I've been cut, been shot, kidnapped. You name it, I've probably been through it all. I've been doing it for 15 years, so...
And you still want to continue?
It's not the question of want to, it's a question of I have to. It's my life. So that's all I know, so this is what I do.
You have a family?
Oh, yeah.
How many kids?
I have 2 kids.
So you're supporting them, huh?
Yes. Have to. Who else? Well, the daddy died in a car accident, so I have to.
Oh, God bless you, sir. How'd you get started?
That's kind of like a toughy one. It's been so long, but I remember I was dating a black guy. He turned out to be a pimp, and I so-called was in puppy love with him. I thought it was real love at the time. And you know how that puppy love goes. You'll do anything for him. and that included selling my body, so I did. And when I wanted to get away from it, there was no going back. So it's like he forced me to do it for quite a while.
Did he turn you on to drugs too?
Oh yeah, you won't find one girl over here that does not do drugs. If she says she's not, she's lying.
Does that help you to be able to go out with the Johns?
Yes, 100%. 100%. I could not be with the trick unless I got off. No way. Impossible.
How much do they usually pay you?
$20 to $100, it depends.
What do you have to do for the 100?
Full service.
Full service?
Yeah,
What's full
half
service,
and
baby?
half. Sucking and fucking.
And that gives they pay you $100 for
Oh,
it?
some pays a whole lot more. But
What's
that's
the
the
least?
lowest I go for. And some I had, but you never know. Some girls out there so hard up for a hit or, a bag of D or whatever they'll do for $20 if they have to.
So what kind of drugs do you do?
I do crack.
How long have you been doing it, Ben?
I've only been on crack, well, it's long enough, a year and a half.
Year and a half?
Mm-hmm.
You're not
Before
afraid
then, I
for
was
your
on
kids?
heroin. I'm very afraid. But, like I said, I've never finished school, never had a job in my life. I mean, what else can I do? The father's dead. I have to support my children.
How old are your kids?
I have one 10 and a half years old and I have one 8 years old.
How old are you, baby?
Yeah, I'm 33.
You ever thought of trying to find another type of job?
I have tried. I've went home many times to Missouri where I live at, where my family lives at and stuff. And I mean, I've tried working various jobs, waitressing, maid serve. I've tried many things and no, I just can't do it. I end up right back out here. It seemed like within a week, as long as I lasted was a week.
Does the family know what you're doing?
Yeah.
What do they say?
Well, I don't have no father no more. My father died. He disowned me. He tore him apart. It's like when he died, I didn't get to say goodbye. He didn't want. He didn't. We knew he was gonna die before he died, and he didn't even want to say goodbye to me. He didn't want to see me or nothing.
It must have been very hard for you.
Still is. Still is.
Yes. Tell me about the kids, honey. Who takes care of them?
The guy I stay with now, I live right over here on 47th and 10th, and he watches my kids while I step out and do what I gotta do. I live with him and stuff.
Is he your pimp?
No, I don't. Since that time, actually since 8 years ago, I do not believe in pimps. All they ever did was beat me up and take my money. I had to ask them when I could talk, when I could take a bath, when I could go to sleep. That ain't for me,
Did they used to beat you up?
Oh God, yes. I had one. I have a tattoo here. You had to be branded by him. When you get with him, you had to have his name tattooed and his picture tattooed. A picture.
Where did they have it tattooed?
Right here.
On your shoulder?
On my shoulder, yeah.
Wow.
You
He had that tattooed on you?
Uh-huh. You have to. And it's like, I don't know, everything like that just, it's turned me against it. And then I found this guy here, and I've been living with him now for over a year.
What does he do for you?
What does he do for me? He keeps me alive, he keeps my sanity, and he's almost got me about this business, whereas I used to work almost 24 hours a day. And he's got a bad complex about himself. I wish he'd get over it. Because he was burned up worse than third-degree burns when he was 8 years old, and his house burned down, and he's got his whole left side of his body is burnt up, and except for his face. But he's a beautiful guy to me. He looks his only skin deep, Believe it, he's teaching me about life again. Teaching me that there's somebody out there that cares for me instead of some.
Does he do drugs too?
No. And he doesn't want me doing drugs. He's asked me to marry him, and he's got a job of his own, and I don't know. I think it might be a turning point in my life. I don't know yet.
What keeps you away from trying it?
Scared of him.
You scared?
Mm-hmm.
Scared of what, babe?
Myself.
Yourself?
I just don't. I don't want to hurt him. I care for him an awful lot. But I don't know if I'm ready for that. And if I'm not, it's going to hurt him, and I don't want to I refuse to hurt this man. He's done too much for me.
Monkey.